Welcome back to my channel, My Crypto Teacher. My name is Ida and I am your crypto teacher. Okay, what's going on with Netflix? Is Netflix a cryptocurrency? Okay, I'm just curious because it had a dramatic drop just this week and it's had a significant drop over the last year, and I'm just going to point out some information. So a lot of people are very weary about crypto, but I just want to show you that the traditional stocks in the stock market, they can have drastic moves, they can have volatility just like cryptos. All right, so remember, I bring you videos several times a week. Also remember that I am not a financial advisor. I am simply providing you with information that you can use and that you can use as you do your own research, as you make your own investment decisions. So if you're looking for a financial advisor, I am not her. I'm just a crypto teacher. Okay, all right. So guys, remember, if you haven't already, please click on like, subscribe, subscribe, and don't forget to share. Remember, sharing is caring. Okay, so today, guys, first of all, I'm going to be using CoinGecko. I'm going to show you some information there. I'm also going to be doing a check-in on Netflix. Many of us use Netflix. I know I use Netflix. A lot of you all use Netflix, and Netflix has dropped just this week of April 20th, they dropped over 30%, and they've been down over 60% year to date. So I want to talk to you and show you all what that looks like. So first, I want to take a look at the Netflix chart. Let's take a look at their chart so we can see what's going on with Netflix. All right, so today, which is as of Friday, April 22nd, Netflix, look at this chart. They are down in the last 6 months. They are down $456, which is almost 68%. See, they're down 67.91%. So one share of Netflix today is $215. But had you bought Netflix back in October 25th, 2021, you would have paid $671.66 for one share of Netflix. Okay, so now the reason why I'm using this as an example is because a lot of people have a reluctance about getting into crypto because they think it's too volatile. Now, we all are familiar with the Netflix brand, okay? So Netflix isn't the only one. And I can show you several brand name stocks that have dropped more than 50% year to date. So here's the lesson. Don't think that it's just crypto that is volatile. Any investment that you have is going to be volatile. The beauty of investing in crypto, in my opinion, crypto is going to have more adoption. It's going to increase in value. Where you have some of these other brands, they are decreasing in value, and I think they will continue to decrease in value because while crypto is on its way in the door, some of these other brands are on their way outside of the door. And let me talk to you specifically about streaming companies. So you can see the competition is hot. Netflix, I don't think is going to get increase in value. I think it will continue to decrease in value. And I'm not going to go into it today, but there are some crypto and digital asset projects that actually address streaming. And so it's going to become even more competitive, okay? So for Netflix, here's part of the issue. And we all know this. One person in the family signs up for Netflix, and then you give your username and password to everybody, your friends, families, anybody who needs it. So everybody logs on and has the benefit of watching Netflix because they have some fantastic shows and fantastic movies, okay? So Netflix has lost a ton of money because people are sharing their username and passwords, and they're not getting revenue or money from everyone that's using their services. Now Hulu, because I have Hulu, and Hulu was ahead of the game. Hulu, actually, they detect your IP address. You can only be logged in, I think, like on 2 different devices at once, and they know exactly what's going on. So Hulu, they got ahead of the game, so you can't trick them that way. You cannot. So let's take a quick look at this article about Netflix so you can see what's going on with streaming services. Dark clouds are gathering for the streaming industry. Experts say that Netflix catastrophe could mean sector-wide fallout. All of these jokers getting ready to go down. Okay. Streaming services are locked in an all-out war to earn their piece of the subscriber pie, but experts say there may not be enough to go around. When Netflix first launched its streaming operations in 2007, it was a revolution in the media industry. But today, the company is just one of over 200 streaming services worldwide. When Netflix first came out, they had the market. It was awesome. Everybody loved it. But guess what? Other people got on the scene. Now there's over 200 competitors worldwide. So they no longer have that market share. That's a lot of competition. Also, shares of Netflix plunged 35% after its earnings release. That was this week. They dropped 35%. Okay? That's why don't get worked up about the volatility. I don't want to hear it about crypto. It's volatile. If this is not volatility, my name is not Ida. Okay, so they dropped 35% this week. And the year-to-date losses are about 62%, making it the worst performer in the S&P 500 so far this year. Remember, the S&P 500 was only up 27% last year. This is not helping the case for the S&P 500. I'm telling you guys, being an investor in crypto, and I am not a financial advisor, is one of the greatest opportunities of our lifetime. The shift is occurring. It doesn't happen overnight, but you'll wake up and it has happened. The shift is happening. The shift from these traditional methods and ways that we do business is happening, and the movement into blockchain is occurring. Okay, so there you go. So Netflix, they are in trouble. Sometimes when a project drops in price, you want to get in on it because you think you're getting it for a discount. I wouldn't touch Netflix, not with a 10-foot pole. I would not. So, I just don't think this project is going to survive. The article also lists further down, it talks about some of the other streaming stocks that have taken a hit as a result of Netflix's poor performance, a sign that investors fear competitors like Amazon Prime. Amazon rules the world, guys. Amazon, if you own Amazon stock, and you can buy a partial stock, because one stock costs about $3,000 for one share. They are doing a 20-to-1 stock split. I'm not going to go into that big in this video. So Amazon is doing a 20-to-1 stock split. Amazon is not going nowhere. I own the Amazon. That is one of the stocks. I own Amazon, and I also own Google as well. If you own Google by July 1st, you can also participate in their 20-to-1 stock split. Guys, they're not going to do a 20-to-1 stock split. That doesn't come about often. So you can buy partial shares of Amazon and Google, and I am in on Amazon and both Google, because those are two traditional stocks that are positioned to thrive on this new type of technology. Okay, so Hulu, NBC's Peacock will also be susceptible to subscriber losses moving forward. Shares of Disney and Roku are also down. And so Warner Brothers Discovery, the owner of HBO was so has been. So anyway, so there's the deal. So that's the deal about Netflix. I just want to let you all know, I don't want to hear anything about volatility, because Netflix is not the only traditional stock that has dropped drastically. Other ones have, and other ones will. So this is the chance of a lifetime to move your some of your investments. I always say I'm going to be diversified, and that's why I own a diversity of assets. Okay, next I want to take a quick look at, let's take a look at CoinGecko. All right. CoinGecko, I want you all to see something. Today, the entire crypto market is about 1.9 trillion, and it's up just slightly, just 0.3%, just 0.3%. And let me take a quick look also. I want to look at the market cap. The market cap for Netflix is 99 billion. Okay. So Bitcoin has a higher market cap than Netflix. Bitcoin's market cap is 759 billion. Ethereum's market cap is 357 billion. So as you can see, the market cap of Ethereum and Bitcoin are both higher than Netflix. And so you can see where the market is. And the market is just up. It's just, I think it's going sideways because it was on fire last year. And I want to take a quick look at just the regular market. You can see the NASDAQ 100. You can see the Dow Industrials. They were down about 2 to 3% as of the week ending April 22nd. You can see that they're down. They were down just about 2 to 3%. The crypto market is up slightly, about 0.3%. So that's a good thing. So as you all can see, even though the crypto market may be down year to date, it is holding strong. It's holding strong. So you talk about volatility. Look at this. The Dow Industrial down 981 points. I hope nobody hurt themselves over this. These are traditional markets. The S&P was down 2.77%. Russell 2000 was down 2.55%. Treasury bonds were up. And you all know why Treasury bonds were up if you follow the economic market. So they're up because Jerome Powell is the Fed chair. And these are the people who are in charge of interest rates. Now, what's going on in the economy? And I'm just going to be very brief. Right now, we have inflation. Everything costs a lot. And part of the reason why inflation is up is because our government has printed money that we don't have. And that is why Bitcoin is so very, very, very important to our economic future. So imagine it like this, guys. Say you have $500 in your bank account. You got $500. You go to the store and you see $2,000 worth of items that you want to purchase. So you only got $500. So what if you had the power to print the other $1,500 that you needed? So even though you didn't have it, you said, okay, you know what? I'm just going to, out of thin air, I'm printing $1,500, which means I now got $2,000. So imagine if you did that day after day after week after month. That's what the United States government and other governments have done. They have printed money that we don't have out of thin air. And they've given it away and paid people and done all kind of crazy stuff. So you can't do that with Bitcoin as the dominant currency in a country because there's only 21 million that will ever be created. You can't pull it out of thin air. You can't manipulate your monetary system. That is why the value of the dollar has decreased. Our government is creating money out of thin air to spend it on stuff that they want. So imagine if you could do that. If we could do that, wouldn't that be something? But you know the rubber is going to meet the road. At some point, you got to pay the piper. If every week you print money that you don't have because you had the power, I'm just going to print $1,500. Next week, I'm printing $2,000. Next week, I'm going to print $3,000. Guys, you can't do that. You cannot. Is going to catch up with you. So it has caught up with our government. And then on top of that, they made borrowing money cheap. Borrowing money was dirt cheap on top of that. Okay. So Fed Chair Powell says a double-sized rate hike is on the table in May, making mortgages, car loans, and credit card interest even more pricey. So basically, in layman's terms, normally when the Fed increases interest rate, and that is the interest rate that all the big rich banks and institutions pay on items, not us. They pass it down through us, through different mechanisms. So They typically were going to increase rates about 0.25, a quarter of a rate, about 6 or 7 times this year. But because the economy is in such a hot mess, they're going to increase rates in May. They're going to do another rate hike in May. Remember, they just did one for 0.25. So in May, instead of doing 0.25, Mr. Powell said he's going to do probably a half of a percentage point. And that's why the markets are kind of unsure about what's going on. And that's why there's a lot of uncertainty. Plus, you still got crazy Putin. You know, that war is the craziest thing in the world. You got crazy Putin over there in Ukraine, murdering all the people and disrupting globalization. Because now, guys, this globalization, the entire world was connected. Everybody was connected with everyone. And Putin has basically ruined that. He really has. And so now our world was interconnected. And because of this war, it's going to be some things are going to have to be separated. So a lot of things are disrupting where we are. But here's what I know, because I've been around a long time. This too shall pass. Everything passes. And as we emerge out of each one of these situations, things always get better. That's why I'm involved and invested in crypto. Because as we emerge out of this current disruption that we have, think about it. Technology is going to be better. Everything, systems are going to be improved. Everything is going to change. And so I've decided that I want to make sure that I can capitalize off of the new future technology. And that's what crypto and digital assets will permit you all to do. So I just wanted to share that information in this video. That's all I have. Remember, I'm Ida. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because sharing is caring. So subscribe. All right. So until next time, take care.